Hi, I'm Tim Campbell, the Winnipeg Free Press sports staff, here with our columnist Gary Lawless. It's a special weekend update edition of the Stanley Cup playoffs. We're outside of Honda Center here in Anaheim. We're getting ready for tonight's Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoff series between the Ducks and the Jets. Gary, the Jets have had a real specialty in our view, I think, this season, and that's been dealing with adversity. Here we go again, right?
Yes, the only difference with this adversity versus the other adversity they've faced is this one has an expiry date on it. If you don't handle this adversity and handle it right away, starting tonight, you go into a 2-0 hole in this series, and frankly, that's a very scary place to be against the Anaheim Ducks. There's no another month of the regular season, or there's no recalls that can come up from St. John's, or no trade deadline that can answer this adversity. This adversity needs to be handled inside that Jets dressing room by the Jets, by the players that are in there, by their leaders. They need to figure out how to bring an emotional level and a commitment for 60 minutes tonight that will allow them to match what the Ducks do. That's no guarantee that you're going to win, but at least you put yourself in the game.
Yesterday was an interesting day around here, the off day between games. The Ducks had a regular practice, the Jets did not. But in chatting around the arena yesterday, there seemed to be maybe some fingers of blame going around for who needed to be better for the Jets in Game 2 tonight. Of all the subjects, Pavlik, Little, Ladd, Byfuglien, who would you key on? You wrote your column today about Dustin Byfuglien. Who would you key on as picking it up for tonight? Yeah,
well, I wouldn't see it as blame because it was self-admitted. Andrew Ladd looked me straight in the eye and said, yes, Getzlaf and Perry, they're big guys. They were better than our big guys, and he's including himself into that. Listen, it's very simple. Ryan Getzlaf and Corey Perry are two of the best players in the world. If you're going to beat that team, beat their team, then your best guys have to be involved, have to have impact. And Dustin Byfuglien, for my money, is the one guy that can have more impact on a given game than any other of the Winnipeg Jets. They need Dustin Byfuglien to be physical. They need him to be involved offensively. They need him to hold the puck. He had one rush that I can really remember, and he had 3 hits on the scoreboard, none of them memorable. Dustin Byfuglien really needs to assert himself and be part of this game. And the same goes for Andrew Ladd, Brian Little, Blake Wheeler, and Toby Enstrom. Those players, they're the older players. They're the players making the big money. They're the players that have been around. They need to be, and 2 of them have Stanley Cup rings, Byfuglien and Ladd.
They do.
They need to be their very best tonight and for the rest of the series. And if they want to go advance in the playoffs, for the rest of this run. No off nights for those players. It's impossible.
We're getting set for Game 2 tonight. You'll be able to find all our coverage in the Winnipeg Free Press and on winnipegfreepress.com. Talk to you soon.